I have two things. One is a question, actually. I wanted to ask if Duane could go over something. I'll ask that first. And I asked this, I'll give a little background first. I asked this because I had seen a screenshot of somebody and they had like I don't know, they were just saying something kind of funny. And it was fine if that's what they had chosen. But it kind of made me look at something, and that was that Duane, you always reference, or it's always referenced that, it's not about you, Duane, it's about the real guides and it's about Rebazar and the guidance. And focusing on the all is first, putting life first, not, whatever else and all these personal things. And I just wanted to ask if you could kind of go over that.
Okay, yeah. It's really very simple because of everything I've gone through, and I see what not to do. And so, yes, I was there. When I came into this lifetime, this was all planned to do something, but I had to figure it out. I had to figure out every step of the way. There's no plan. I planned to come in, but there's no plan because you have to deal with the terrain as it's here. So, going through Paul's corporation that he created, etc., and Darwin and Harold, which was all necessary. And then 2001, the boys wanted me to step up, and they had prompted me. I got 7 initiations there. I was an initiator in 1999, but after that, Rebazar did everything else. And so, again, showing what not to do. So as we get into this, and it took me a while to figure this out, what I was going to do. It took me years up until the present time, and that is the idea is that yes, we've looked to authorities, our parents, the governments, masters and gurus and whatever, respectfully, fine, whatever. Everybody can have whatever they want. Nothing is negated. But as I looked at it and investigated and figured it out, recognized it, and that is, no, it's not about me because I'm just one person here. I'm simply presenting. That's why I called it the new presentation. And it's really about what all life is, recognizing that and standing real with that. And that is, all life is like the sun shining, and it is shining on all. And that's it. That's real. That's the position. And so for most people to recognize that, yeah, that's a lot because again, they usually go with their personal self, which is understandable. And so I like that idea that I started years ago. All of a sudden, it just came to me. It's not about me. I'm just representing something here. It's not about me. And in the old days, it was you put your attention on the masters and gurus and you see their image and you do all this stuff. Well, it's really kind of like babysitting. Just like when we were young, we put our attention on our parents. We depend upon our parents. But it's no longer dependency. And this is what people, it takes a while to see that. It's not about being dependent. It's about being real and seeing what all life is and just letting go of what you don't need because you don't need any attitudes or your mind because it's something that you cannot consider. So you get to the point where you stop trying to consider it or think that I know this or that or whatever, the know-it-alls. No, it's not about any of that. It's not about having any attitude. It's about being awareness and seeing what all life is. You see? And that's our process. And it's endless, it's awesome, it's whatever. And the ideas of sincerity, gratitude, humility, they go along with this. They help prompt us with this. But it's recognizing that real position that all life is and accepting it, deciding that, yeah, this is my life, And eventually, we are real light free beings and having that awareness of that, you see. So we're the ones that decide if we're going to have the awareness of that. It's nothing decided for us. No, now we're in the position where we decide We decide our life. We decide what position we're going to take in creation or life or whatever. And so that's actually the fun part, because it is a challenge. And the challenge is the best part, to recognize that it is that challenge. And a lot of people won't take that on because they're too self-absorbed. And you have to get through that. And that's a lot to get through, being self-absorbed. And especially today in the literal world, where everybody's been indoctrinated mainly, especially people that go to colleges and whatever, they've become the know-it-alls. And so they're thinking that, oh, I know this, I know that, or whatever. You know nothing. It's all made up. It's all foo-foo. Yeah, but it does relate in a particular way. And as long as you're struggling to survive, well, that's how you will survive. You will suffer and struggle along those lines until eventually you let go of all the silliness and simply, deal with it while you're in construction. While you're in creation, and just simply do the best you can. But this real position, yeah, it's not about any of us. Reva Zara said many times to people, who am I? You see, what he's saying is that it's not about me. It's about what is real. And he gave a few little hints, as all, in Paul's books, The Far Country and Dialogues with the Masters. He says it's an isness, and to know where it is. And see, at one time they called it it. That was the idea. So we've created new references to be more applicable and, kind of update things and make it more fun. This is how life is. It's making it fun. And this is where we really become like little children. In my early days of Eckankar, I saw Paul and Reva Zara. They were about 2 feet high, staring up at me and just smiling like little kids. But they were, they had their adult bodies, but that's what it is, just letting go and just being real. So the ego is whatever it is, whatever you want to make it, but it's not us. And so until people recognize that they are awareness, they're going to go with their created personal self, and they're going to struggle with it. You're going to have good times, bad times, whatever, and it's all fine. Go through all of it. It's all fine. You see, now you know that you are the decider. The real guides, they don't look to anything. They have recognized a real position with their awareness, with what all life is. That's really it. It's not looking to something like the religions do. What do? Look to the sky and hold their hands to the sky and pray and whatever. It's like something out there, an authority out there. It's not that, because all life, like the air we breathe, the air is aware. It is all awareness, and you know that now. So it's not about things and creating things and holding on to cute little ideas, and a lot of them are foo-foo and hocus pocus, and get people into trouble and give them bad times. All these formulas and rituals and ceremonies, they're all cute, have fun with them, but no. Look at the sun shining. It's a real position. And what does the sun do? It has no attitude. It shines upon all. It's an allness. That's so cool once you recognize it. That's the fun part. And then you do whatever while you still have bodies here. And me, it's the old idea was, oh, this is my last lifetime. Well, that's all silliness. It really is. It's not about freedom. It's not about last lifetimes. I'm fine with whatever, because it's the adventure and the challenge, and I'm here for whatever it takes. I don't put any time limit on it, or I'm not looking to go somewhere. Where am I going to go? All life's awareness. What, another nice, better place in creation? So what? You get bored with it because the real you wants the challenge of becoming more aware and recognizing it. It's not a place to go like we've been told, where if you're a good person, you go to a nice heaven and, you sit with God and the angels and whatever. Fine, you can have it. It really is nothing, because it's all in creation, and it's like whatever. But once you recognize, really start to recognize the all is and decide that position, that it's first, you see, and lock that in, that that's your focus, and then that is first. That's the love affair. You decide with this reality. Yeah. Yeah. So no, it's never about me. I'm just doing my part like you. We're all real light beings, real light free beings, and simply learning to recognize what is real now. This is so cool, like never before. It's basically almost never been done. Here it is.
Thank you, Duane, for going over that. I want to transcribe that and kind of put that out. Like I said, I could see that kind of needed to be go over again. Maybe not for everybody, but for those who need to hear it, it is there, and it was fun.